Hi everybody, Anime Night here. I am back with a brand new video. In today's video, they still don't get it. One Piece live action fails to impress. Dragon Ball Goku voice actor calls Netflix adaptation terrible despite extreme popularity. Netflix has acknowledged that the first season of the live action version was a hit. It was undoubtedly one of the most watched shows in recent weeks. That is very true. Given One Piece's very extensive and ever expanding tale, One Piece has finally broken the curse of live action anime adaptations. Fans have shown the same enthusiasm for the series as they have for the manga and anime. True to a degree, there are certain fans out there who actually enjoy it. I'm one of the few, despite everything going on. Many people complimented the actors, graphics, narrative, and characters of the first season. The story of the series has stayed fascinating due to the characters developed in the first season. Even after earning so much appreciation and success, there are still some viewers who are showing their disappointment in the series. Among those is the famous schemmel, who is the longtime voice of Son Goku. Whoop the freaking da. Of course. Of course it's him. What else doesn't he have to bitch about that isn't all about him? Schemmel expresses his disappointment with the series, much like we express our disappointment with him in general and everything. The Dragon Ball English voice actor claimed that One Piece did not impress him and that Hollywood had not learned anything from the catastrophic Dragon Ball evolution. Yes, they did. Look at Battle Angel, Alita, and a few others, you moron. In an interview with Bleeding Cool, he explained how the American industry could not understand the concept of live action. Certain companies do, Shane. It's weird because I have an insider's view and I've watched Hollywood try and figure out anime my whole career. And they still haven't figured it out. You don't realize it until you see them, and I'm not entirely sure that the anime genre will ever translate well into any live action. I'm not entirely convinced. Clearly, clearly you have an ego because the Dragon Ball evolution thing was a major flop. You people pushed for it and it flopped mega hilariously, and One Piece skyrocketed, as well as Battle Angel, Alita, and the Super Mario movie. Get bent. The popularity of Netflix's One Piece has begun to transform this reputation for the better, but Shimmer remains unconvinced. The actor claims that one day he might persuade himself otherwise. Despite the flawless casting, great editing, and epic storylines, Schimmel believes that Hollywood would never be able to figure out a perfect manner to translate the anime genre into live action. Sheen Schimmel thinks One Piece live action is terrible. Oh wait, was that the same one? Oh no, it's different. Schimmel compared the disappointment of the series with Dragon Ball's live action. He said he thinks it's interesting that Hollywood is trying hard to get in that space, but is failing miserably. He said, "I've seen part of the live action One Piece, and frankly, he only saw part of it. He only saw part of it. He didn't sit down for the whole thing." See, this is why the English VAs are like some of them. I'm not naming names. I'm not naming anyone else other than Sheen Schimmel in this are a joke. A joke. Because they don't take because he sat part way through it and left. The ending of it was pretty cool. Moving on. I've only seen part of the live action One Piece, and frankly, I think it's terrible. The live action Dragon Ball Z movie was also terrible, but for a different reason. They had changed directors halfway through production. Before even starting production, it's interesting to see how Hollywood has tried to latch onto this story and getting it into space. As a public figure, I feel very nervous just saying I don't really like the live action One Piece. It's not necessarily cast the fault of the cast and crew. Although One Piece has made a name for itself in the books of successful series, there are still some people who feel disappointed against the concept of live action may never accept as a genre, just like the popular Dragon Ball voice artist. Oh my god in heaven. Uh I I like the live action One Piece. I think it does a fairly good job with what it's given. And unlike schemmel here, many of us sat through it and we all enjoyed it. I can't speak for everybody, but there are some who showed some disappointment, but they were very valid. His, on the other hand, he's only seen part of it, and yet he goes and does this. Quite frankly, it's complete garbage because how can you watch it halfway and then go and do this? Personally, I think the live action One Piece did better, and Schimmel is just mad because not everything revolves around him, and that Dragon Ball Z evolution failed miserably on all accounts. What do you guys think? Comment down below and let me know what you think. This is Anime Night 1992. Hope you all have a great time. Bye, everyone.